Hey there guys, this is your Friday Farm update for May the 29th, 2020. I think we'll start off with the laying hens today since I need to go down there and get eggs anyway. So on Monday, I moved the birds from this spot here over here. So I took some video of that so you can see what it looks like. Alright, so basically what happens is we have this electric net around the whole layer cage, and so I have to go around and take that all down, and then I move the chickens, their cage, into the new spot where they're going to be, and then I have to go back and put the new net up. Now, because the grass is pretty tall right now, the first time I put the net up, I just kind of put it in a general idea, and then I take the lawnmower and I mow around the outside of that netting. Okay, once I got it mowed, then I go back and pull the net tight and secure it nicely in that path. That way, one, the electric wires don't ground out as often, and two, the net sits flat on the ground so that the chickens can't get out from underneath it. Last thing I do is I take the lawnmower and I go and mow around where they were the previous week, just to knock down any extra weeds and stuff that the chickens didn't eat. Alright, so the hens, to be honest, I don't know how well they're doing in terms of laying. I've been trying to keep good track this week about how many eggs they're laying, and so I made a little Google Doc, so I wrote my numbers down on my hand, but they laid 354 eggs this week, and then because I had broken ones and then small ones that I didn't want to sell, I ended up with 287 sellable eggs, which is about 24 dozen. So I had 30 dozen eggs, but really I had about 24 to sell. So the one thing I don't know, and my goal for this week, is to actually go in and count how many hens I have. I know I had one die last Saturday, and I've had a few more die over the last couple months or whatever, but I really need to know how many hens we have so I know how well they're laying. But I'll probably do that when I let them out in the morning one day next week. Collins, how you doing? You having a good day? Are you being helpful? Alright, the next place we'll check out is the garden, I guess, and show you what we got going on in there. Alright, so here's kind of an overview of the garden. This bed currently right here is empty. I ordered some corn seeds and I'm hoping to plant them in here. This is our second planting of green beans. This is our original planting of green beans that have been doing pretty well, but they have slowed down a bit. But we've got, you can see yellow beans, green beans, and where's one? Oh, you let me down. You might have picked them all. Here we go. And then some purple beans. So we've been enjoying those. People who bought them said they've been enjoying them so far, so that's good. This next row is our cucumbers. We've only pulled off 2 cucumbers so far. We've got zucchini and yellow squash in this bed. And then this third bed here, we had some okra seedlings I went ahead and planted in here. So we've got 50 plants, I believe. We're empty here right now. And then our last 2 beds are the onions. I went ahead and bent over most of the onions yesterday. The plan is to pull the rest of those here in the next day or two and get them drying. So I also took some video of us cleaning and drying the onions. When we pull them out of the ground, they do have quite a bit of dirt on them and the roots, so we dunk them in that water and loosen that dirt off and get it off. And we basically kind of just take off that outer layer. By this time, most of them have kind of cured that outer layer, so it's pretty easy just to pull it off. And so then we have a nice clean onion. and then we stick them in that basket. When that basket gets full, we take them over to the screened-in porch where we hang them upside down, and we'll let them cure there for three weeks or so. All right, the last stop then will be the Broilers. So it's kind of a walk. So while we're walking down there, we did get some weather this last week. We got Monday it rained on and off. It drizzled for a while, and then on Wednesday a big storm blew in. So take a look at that. We didn't really get hit too bad with that storm. We did get some rain and a little bit of hail, but mostly to the, I guess, the northeast of us, they got a lot worse. Someone set up at Lake Whitney Dam. They had pretty good sized hail up there. People in Waco said that they had hail damage on their cars and stuff. So we kind of lucked out. It was nice to get a little, but I'm glad we didn't have hail hitting, at least not big hail hitting on top of us, especially these cages out here. I didn't want the tarps to rip or anything, so that was good for us. All right, so we're down here at the Broilers. These guys are 6 weeks old. They've got 2 more weeks till we go to the processor. I would say, looking at them there, I'd say they're probably a little under weight, but they have gotten the gauntlet of weather. It's been cold, it's been wet, it's been dry, it's been hot. Right now, especially this time of day, it's about 3:45. This is the hottest they've been in a while. You can see they kind of, when they get warm, they pant a little bit to try to stay cool. So the goal with them the next 2 weeks is just to keep them cool. We'll probably have to come out here and spray them off with water, or give them some extra water to just jump in to stay cool. But yeah, the goal is just to keep them cool and keep them alive for 2 more weeks. All right, I did have one more thing, was our chicken stockpile, or not stockpile, but the chicken we got left. We are getting kind of low. We do have, I don't know, half a box of wings left, a third of a box of tenders. We do have quite a bit of chicken breasts, and then we also have some leg quarters left. We do not have any more whole chickens, so just keep that in mind. Our egg situation, we did have 24 dozen eggs this week, but we already sold some of them on our Tuesday delivery, so we'll have about 15 dozen eggs available. Right now we got 8 bags of green beans, 3 or 4 bags of squash, I believe, and we are going to pick one more time before the market on Saturday though. I haven't gone through these yet, but we will have some more potatoes. I think just red potatoes. I already picked through the white potatoes last week, and all the ones I got left are green, so we're not going to sell those. All right, well, that wraps it up for this week's update. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your support. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know, and I will check you next week. Thanks, guys.